All right, and hey everybody, it's me, Faye Fox. How are you doing today? I'm starting this stream just a minute early, but that's okay. I feel fairly comfortable with doing that. I wanted to come back and say, hey, we're picking up with Satisfactory 1.1, right where we right where we left off last night. Um, I did actually do a couple of things or take care of a couple of small things off cam last night, off stream. Most notably, I let the hard drive scan. We're working on getting some of the other pieces that we need taken care of for the MAM. We wanted to get the hard drive scanning up so that we can get more hard drives. But that needs a bunch of things, including a whole lot of crystal, quartz crystal, actually. 1800 to be precise. And from that, even, um, it needs a lot of quartz. To make three. So if I need to make 1800, I need to collect 3000 basically, crystal quartz or rock quartz. I'm figuring it out. um, but yeah, we went on a couple of hard drive hunts yesterday. Got a couple of things done. We got the octagon finished up over on this side of the world. But now that we have phase 2 unlocked and we're in the middle of, or we're in the beginning of the mid game, we can go ahead and get oil processing taken care of. That was one of the things I also wrapped up last night. But with this, with oil processing, we'll be able to scan for oil. We'll be able to get some heavy oil residue. We'll be able to get some fuel, some rubber, some plastic, get the refinery unlocked, get some new shop products, get a couple of new pieces in the puzzle, as it were. And yeah, then it's time to start getting fluid packaging and petroleum power so that we can do fuel generators. Got some plans for this puppy. It's going to take a second to get there, but it will be worth all the effort and all the pain. It's just going to take a second to get there. So I'll go ahead and start off the stream and start off strong by finishing this milestone here. Hit the big red button, send it off into the sky. And we are now 40.
Reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that.
I sure do.
To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Impassioned defense of my capabilities. Somehow I think she might be telling a lie here, gang. What do I know, though? I think the next most prescient and pressing thing for us to work on is going to be actually getting the packager and packing fuel unlocked, because that is going to unlock a lot of really big things in terms of what we can scale. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I might regret the decision, but I'm going to see how many tickets we have. We got 2. All right. What can we do in here? One of the things that you can do with the Awesome Shop just kind of generally is actually you can buy 200 of a resource, or whatever a stack is of a resource, or a certain ticket exchange rate. So for plastic, for rubber, it's 200 ticket, 200 rubber, and 200 plastic for 1 ticket. For crystal oscillators, it would be 4 of them. For motors, 5. For 50, which is a little steep, 3 for 100 fabric, 2 for 200 biofuel. All of these things we can ostensibly farm. We can get these things. Some of them take some production to get there, but if we wanted to skip the line and start getting into other things faster, we can get that taken care of. So I'm actually going to do that exact thing that I just talked about. And I am going to get us a little bit of rubber, or plastic rather, so that we can get the next tier the fluid packager unlocked and have that done. One less thing to worry about. So I need to grab a little bit more steel. So I'll go do that. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a busy day for me and just a little bit hectic, but after a little bit of back and forth running a couple errands across town, I'm here and I'm excited to get some plans set up and started for what could be some really promising and powerful production lines. I think tractors are going to be more of a thing, and I think that given enough time and in some isolation a little bit, given enough time, I'm going to end up doing this to myself. Ow. All right. I had set this up, hadn't I? No, I hadn't. I see. That's what it was. I did this. I was about to say, I knew I had steel somewhere. I knew I had a bunch of steel, and I think I even have some in the base. Hey, Gary, what's up, bud? But yeah, I am glad to be back and back online. Let me see if I can snag the power line before. Hey. Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah. A couple of quick stream updates, a couple of little housekeeping things. I think, hey, Gary, I think that it is going to be a thing in the future that I may be shifting the time of when I do my Satisfactory stream to a little bit earlier in the day. Maybe for those of you in the UK or just in the States, or all around the world, really, it'll be closer to, I think maybe around noon is what I've been kind of kicking around. This time has worked really well for me, but I think it might be better to try and aim for a little bit earlier in the day. The other thing is that on Fridays, I think I'm going to do a variety stream. I am going to pick a task or an objective in a game or in some campaign or something like that. Elden Ring being a perfect example of, let's say, go do 2 missions or beat 2 bosses, acquire a certain item, something of that nature, and have it be a very complete start and stop kind of thing. It feels, to my mind, that that would be something that would be fun and a break in like the normal, I guess, pattern of things. But yeah, I would love to know what you think of that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Waiting another few minutes for the freighter to come back so that we can get this done. But all the copper sheet that I need, the 200 plastic. Let me see. Hey Gary, what you doing, bud? You just wandering around in here? Silly boy. Now, a thing that I think I've been neglecting to do, but need to, is that I need to find a way to make some motors. It would be really good to have a pretty high amount of them, a high volume of them coming out of a factory somewhere. As to where that somewhere is, I'm not 100% certain yet. I may have to figure out some combination of spaces where that could be a thing. But let me see where other copper nodes were. Was that one up on there? Because if it is, if there's a copper node here, like I'm hoping there is, and there's not, dang, tragedy. I might be able to tractor some of that over there, but fuel is going to be a concern. Hmm. But especially now that we have oil as a scannable resource, I know that for a fact there is an oil node right up here. 3 of them, in fact. That's all 3 impure. Oh, sorry, 2 impure, 1 normal. And then I have 1, 2, 2, 3. And then there should be a few more out this way as well. But since I have oil out that way, and I need to build a bunch of refineries, that's going to need a lot of resources kind of on tap and ready for me to kind of utilize. It might be time for me to go grab some more SAM ore, get that taken care of. Alternatively, I do have some hard drives here to kind of figure out what I want to pick. Yeah, I think, let me see here. I think I want to rewire this or re-roll this, because this isn't really that useful to me until later. This is kind of useful now, but not really, because this requires manual input and I don't really want to do that. So I'm not going to, so I'm going to do this. Cast screws or polymer resin. Okay. 6,000 crude oil, 2,000 heavy oil residue, and I make 13 polymer resin? Huh. Interesting. Okay, so 6 per minute. Or 60 per minute. 60 cubic meters per minute. Interesting. I'm going to go with steel screws on this side, actually, because that is a very powerful recipe. Being able to make 52 screws per steel beam, and if it only takes 5 per minute and I make almost 300 screws, that's bonkers. That's really good. Okay. I got 5 seconds left. So I'm going to take a look at this other set of hard drives. I think while both of these are good, I don't know that this is necessarily going to be the best way to go about it. And I'm going to roll this again. Recycled rubber is going to be one of the better recipes, and we'll use that until the end of the game. Until we get to the end of tier 4 and we finish up this world, and that's the end of that. But let me grab what I need for the next layer of our milestones here, which is copper sheet, steel beam, and some plastic. And there we go.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
So, what Ada was referring to is this right here. This fluid buffer is basically a storage box, not unlike this one, or these two, I guess, that we have over here. But instead of for solid items that go in on belts and come out on belts, it's for liquid items that go in via pipe and come out via pipe. That also affects gases too. There are gases in this game. Also, hey, Callie, how's it going? It also affects it affects gases, not unlike nitrogen gas. There is a couple of late game, like tier 4 of the space elevator, talking like part or like phase 9 or 10, late game pieces that will be really good and really obnoxious to deal with. Mainly I'm alluding to dark matter residue and excited photonic matter, both of which, having the experience, are enormous pains in the ass. I do not like dealing with either of them. They are not fun. I am okay not doing more of them. But for now, we have a packager I think we have a recipe for canisters even too. And I have a little bit of plastic that I picked up off the ground from one of the hard drives that we picked up yesterday, if memory serves. I might even be able to get one of the thing. What's that? Might be able to get one more piece of the tech tree, of the MAM tech tree unlocked. I think one of those things required 10 of these little guys. I tried to avoid cat crafting. I got some of it done, but there's only so much that I can do in terms of groundwork before each step of the tech tree. So I apologize. But let's get some canisters here and we'll get some biofuel, liquid biofuel actually will be incredibly helpful. Just really, really, really solid. Yeah, and then we can go from there and figure out what we're gonna do next. I think figuring out what rotors and rotors, motors, stators as a factory looks like, and where that might take place is a pretty big next target to shoot for. Go Raiden! Wow, be beautiful. Have fun. Let's see. Alien megafauna was the other one. Good. Alien megafauna. I needed high-speed connectors. Do I have a recipe for them? I don't. That means I need Caterium, because that's in that part of the tech tree, but I need plastic for that. And then we have the problem. Stun rebar would be pretty good. We have shatter rebar. Okay. Okay. Banned. That was cool. I love it when people just pop into the to spam whatever nonsense. Let's see. Right, I was doing a thing. I got distracted. Let's see. I want a packager here. Sounds good, love. Let's see. This one, I want packaged biofuel. Oh, but I have to make liquid biofuel first. How do I make liquid biofuel then? Anyway, really quickly, I'm gonna select the next milestone to shoot for. I think that should be, because I won't need anything except for steel products here. I think it should be either monorail technology. Yeah, I think it's monorail technology. I just have to slowly make a bunch of motors and stators. Oh. Alright, well, really, what's next? Oh, no. Trying to avoid more cat crafting, I end up having to do more cat crafting. Oh, no. That's okay. That's part of the adventure, and we're on this wacky, silly train together. Wow, these bot names are very unimaginative. It's homosexual watch, and then a bunch of numbers and letters. That's cool. Love that. That's super cool. Anyways. Can make some weirdly specific calypso music to the sound of the hammering in this game. Oh, but I need steel pipe. No. Rude. Do I have any over here? I don't think I do. Rude. I should probably just bite the bullet and make a, hey Gary, make a hypertube over to that other base, shouldn't I? Boob. Could be a little gerbil zipping around my base. Might mess around with some blueprints and figure out what that looks like, because once I get the monorail, yeah, hamster tube. Once I get the monorail, I think I want to design a couple of things actually, a couple of like kind of specific things. Tube is being made below. Steel pipe is being made below. Is it being stored anywhere is the question. Did I do the smart? I did do the smart. I forgot. Both steel products I have being produced in a box right here. That's 1,000 steel frame or steel pipe that we need, and then some for us. I need to not have this in my inventory. I need one more. All right, and there we go. I love that I can just like zip up off of the off of the jetpack, and a little jump and a jetpack, and I'm there grabbing onto the power line. Makes me happy. I suppose realistically I can probably make motors here, right? Like I produce everything that I need in this area. I can probably bring stators over. It's just that's a whole pain in the butt to deal with. Anyways, so refineries are big boys that need a lot of things. But they do really good at a couple of very specific things. One of which is alternate recipes to make specific products. So steamed copper sheets being one of them, wet concrete being another one. Taking in 6 limestone per minute, adding a little bit of water, adding and making that into one product, and that's 4 concrete per iteration. You can do 80 per minute versus what the normal recipe is at 15 per minute. And you can see, for example, that can be a little bit overpowered. There are some things that you can do that are a little bit silly with rubber and residual fuel and residual plastic and residual rubber. Also, if you can do the recycled rubber recipe, the recycled plastic recipe, it gets really silly and really kind of out of hand really quickly. But all the same, it becomes an incredibly powerful tool, and just that, a tool that you can use to, you know, do the things that you need to quickly. So I'm going to drag a power line over here, and it doesn't really need to be pretty or directly on where I need it to be. It can live in a space, but I'm going to make some packaged biofuel. And this will start working here in a second. Oh, I need water. Oh, just kidding. I'm going to do this in a different spot. I'm going to make a very rudimentary system. Just really quick and dirty, and I've got no shame about that. I'm talking very little to no shame. But if I'm going to do this, then I should probably commit to it, right? So, water there. Lizard dog over there. Hey, Gary. Beach day? Okay. Big question is, can Gary actually swim? Do I actually have power on this line is actually what my question is. No. Okay. Why is it there then? Right, because I had need of getting over to the other side of the base without actually having the jetpack or the grapple or the long powered poles. Gary, my guy, you give me some stress here. I'm getting some frame rate issues, which is cool. Love that. Super rad. All right, and I did tell you that it would be a little bit rudimentary, and it's going to prove to be just that. I just want something quick, and I want something dirty, and I don't really care how it looks. I just want to be able to make packaged biofuel. I'm only going to make enough to get these canisters done, and that's it. That's all she wrote. All right, and a thing that they don't tell you about the game, for better or for worse, is that all machines that work with liquids that are, we'll assume like water, oil, fuel, that kind of thing, all of them produce what's called head lift. When you have to lift a liquid up in the air above its original source, you need what's called head lift. So basically you're trying to push the liquid up to the head of the pipe or whatever the thing is. The problem is that it requires a lot of head lift to get things up taller and taller, and each machine that produces a liquid or works with a liquid only lifts for 10 meters. So right about to maybe a little bit over the top of this is about 10 meters, but not terribly far over. And this refinery is way more than 10 meters tall. For example, if I were to get a 4-meter foundation and line it up on, maybe on top, if we can. Get this on top, change the build mode to vertical. So you can see that this guy is more than 12 meters tall, probably closer to 20, all in all, smokestack included. But it needs a lot of lift. It needs a lot of help to get the liquids up above. There are a couple of ways to deal with that, but we don't have to talk about those just yet. We're not quite at that point. We will be not terribly long from now, but at this moment we are not there yet. But yeah, okay. 200 makes, so 90 per minute makes 60 per minute. What is that? 180 makes 120 plus another little bit, not a ton. So it makes probably what? A little bit less than 200, probably close to 130. Well, less than 100, than 200. You know what? That's kind of okay. I'm all right with that. I legitimately just need liquid biofuel over solid biofuel. It is significantly more powerful. So 450, same relative power, but it is in fact 750 now, because adding that water gives it a little bit more power for whatever reason by the game's code and logic. That's what happens. That's what we got. So I will have a slightly more powerful, slightly longer lasting fuel source. So we'll end up with something like probably 30 or so, 20 maybe, if we're lucky. Probably close to 20, something like that. But that is okay. Again, it's exactly what I needed. It's what I kind of expected. Um, and it is the trade-off that I am happy and willing to make, because it will be worth it to me. But I'm going to tear down this part of the setup. I can spin this up again as I need really easily, and I should be able to, if I have all of these things with me, do this anywhere. I'm assuming that I'll have these things anywhere that I need. Problem's going to be power, but that's it's more of a concern for later me, which that one we'll try and pay it forward. Excuse me. We'll try and take care of future Fae Fox. But hey, Gary, you looking majestic over there, my friend. Like, you looking real clean, especially against that especially against that planet moving in the background. Wow, dude. Gary, my boy. Yeah. Okay. Nice. See you on a cover of Teen Vogue in the future. You better behave yourself. Let's see. Now that I've got the solid biofuel, it's gonna keep burning out that until I get done with it, basically, and then it'll switch automatically once I recharge. And once I finish, to the liquid biofuel. Liquid biofuel, way more powerful, will last almost twice as long. So much better. Anyway, before I got so rudely distracted by myself, I had intended to come over here and dump in a bunch of pipe and steel beam. I've got some more beam here. And there we go. 500 industrial encased industrial beams. We'll avoid doing that for right now. But I did earlier off stream, actually right before stream started, I did go and what? Hold, please. Need to get my keybinds up. Hold on just a second for me. I know I have it bound, I just can never remember where it is. There we go. I need me some headlights. Not like it really helped all that much. Hey, Gary. No more beach day? Ooh. All right. Anyway, what I had set up earlier was a very quick and dirty quartz crystal like kind of mining operation a little bit. I needed to grab 1800, hey Gary, 1800 quartz crystal for the crystal oscillators so that I could make so that I could get the research part done, the research tree done for finding hard drives, because we still have a couple more that I would like to scan and try and find a couple of alternate recipes, especially now that we have some other alternatives available to us. Not that we will automatically unlock them guaranteed, but we will have a better shot of getting them now that we have, like, for example, the refineries and the refineries and packagers in and about us. I did a silly and dropped all the items in here that I did not mean to do. Oopsies. All right, and is that about 1800? That's a little bit more than 1800. That's kind of perfect. All right, and this little guy is just trucking along, making what, 30 megawatts per second? Is that right? Yep, 30 megawatts. All right, so if we continue the pattern, We just do a silly little thing here. Just something cheeky. And we set up a constructor or two. Just making quartz crystal. And we set that up. Oof. I am not proud of everything that I do. But if we set up a little conveyor splitter here. Yeah, all right. I don't have to look at it. I don't have to think about it, but I am just gonna do it. All right. Default build shape. Do one of these. One of those. Have this be a merger over here. And then I'm gonna store this there, I think. That will work. Again, quick and dirty. Don't really need it to be pretty. Don't really want it to be pretty in this moment. This is not my permanent quartz setup. I am not going to rely on this forever. This is a sheerly just right now, just for this moment. I need to get this taken care of situation. And I will take care of the hostile alien life forms who have decided to wreak vengeance upon, or wreak kind of havoc upon me. So, where'd you go, bud? Where'd you go? Hello. Good night. All right. Let's see. Oh, hey. Okay. All right. Let me think about where I would like to go for crystal then. That is a lot more feasible than I thought it would be. Huh. Could set up a factory over here. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. Well, it would be a little bit of a problem, but it wouldn't be as big of a problem as I thought it would be. Alternatively, it is very reasonable and very feasible and very possible for me to do exactly that right there. Just have it be built off of those two, like these pylons here, these points. I know that there is also a quartz node, another quartz node over here, if memory serves. Or am I imagining things? I might be imagining things. Let's see if I am. Two. I remember there being a third. Where? Well, yikes. Way the Christ out there. Okay. Well, question asked and answered. That would be a really good spot to grab some quartz. This would also be one to do, but not. Maybe not. What's up with these temp things? I'm so confused. I know that there's 4 coal nodes there. Where else? Yo, that's a lot of coal over there. Is there any over here? Further? Anything? Bueller? Bueller? No? Okay. Well, alright then. What about oil? How are we doing over here? There'll be a bunch up here. Yep. Yep. There's gonna be a couple more in here. Assuming I get the range. I don't know why I don't have the range for those. Like, the range is fine for other things, but it's just not for oil for whatever reason. Interesting. Don't know why that would be. You doing good? Yeah, alright. That'll work. Alright. Well, for now, I think I'm gonna go look around, see what I can sniff out up here. I think I remember there being a hard drive over here. Assuming they didn't change much about this part of the map, which is a bold assumption, really, but not an unfair one. Yeah, there's a Mercer sphere. And some wildlife. Good night. Good night.
Look through the window and witness the thread. Our instruments echo in the deep. Do they not pluck the shallow threads?
Can you hear me?
Crescendo, the effigy found the key. Sing more.
I was not created for artistic purposes. I am incapable of singing.
You sing.
Noted.
I'm gonna slip over this way. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, buddy. Good night. Huh. And this little fairy ring. You know what? That's actually fairly scenic. I kind of like that. Huh. That's pretty. I think that deserves a photo. Yeah, alright. Second summer sloop. Nothing? No comment? No commentary? Nothing? Alright. Mostly doing this exploration while I'm waiting for like the majority of that quartz crystal to kind of come through. Also somewhat passively thinking about where I want to set up a factory that would be able to support rotors and motors and stators. There's some iron all throughout here. Wow. Is there any copper in amongst that? Is it just iron? All right. The other reason why I'm thinking that I want that is if I can find the iron wire recipe, it would be really good to get an entirely iron based modular frame and rotor, or motors rather. If I can skip steel altogether, if I can skip wire altogether. Good night. Good night. Saw what happened to your brother. Good night. And hard drives are not typically alongside a bunch of other things. They're usually by themselves, but it's not always the case. Hey, Gary. All right. I don't think bacon agaric regrows itself, unfortunately. Not like the barrel nuts and the pale berries do, but at least I can get a couple of nutritional inhalers off of these guys. I think, right? Some goodies. Oh, too slow. You can't contain me. I am impossible to contain. I can't even contain myself. Wow. I love that part of the exploration of this game is basically just like a I don't even know how to describe it really. It's like a parkour skill check basically. How well can you run around and jump on all of these obstacles and figure out your way through the terrain? And how easy can you do it without failing? How easily can you do it? Oh, lizard doggo. Oh, another mushroom. Huh. Getting into the Titan Forest a little bit here. Hey, Gary. What you doing? Blue power slug there. If I'm remembering correctly, there's going to be a bridge that's going to have a idiot on it that I'm going to have to deal with. But I don't think it's here. Is it there? No, maybe not. Nothing over there. Why are y'all here? Oh, y'all are here for this, huh? Too bad you suck at your job. Okay, bye. There we go. There's a hard drive. That's what I remember. Welcome to the Crater Lake. This is an area that is kind of known for big circular builds all throughout like the Satisfactory subreddit and like other places. Ow. My little bones. My little bones, please. Huh. Oh boy. Yeah, of course I forgot one. Why wouldn't I forget one? All right. Hard drive, I've got you in my sights. What do you require from me? In payment. Plastic? Oh, no. Dang it. You're rude. Although you're not rude enough, really. Can I do anything? Oh, whoa. Hello. Motors? Okay. Circuit boards. Steam sheets. Is that some bauxite right there? Wow. All right. Living rich over here. Jeez. All right. I'm not proud of this, but it is what I'm doing. And you can't stop me. I want that hard drive. I will not hear any judgment or any opinions on the matter. I want the hard drive. Motors and the stators and the other bits as well. I do want this back. Would like that. That gave me a dismantle box. Okay. Hey, Gary. What you doing, bud? I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively do a couple of things here. Get some hog protein. I don't have enough space in my inventory. Right. What I do have enough space for is this. My Apple Watch is telling me to stand. That's important for your health. Which, don't disagree. However, in the middle of things right now. Thank you. Oh, additionally, since we have the hard drive already, we can kind of just start that right now and have that cook. 27, 66. Whoa, 71. Jeez. All right. All right. Back to no inventory space yet again. Let's see. Can I get away with doing this? I do have 28 rotors, or stators rather, to get through. And so I'll have a stack of 50, 50 motors by the end of this, I think. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows? All right, and I think I know which direction I'm going with next, which is to finish this, and then I'm going to condense these alien remains into proteins. Mainly because it will be useful for me to have both the inventory slots as well as making a few more of the inhalers, actually. Gotta be able to breathe. Gotta be able to live. What rebar are you? Just regular rebar. Okay. That's slightly disappointing, but that's okay. Copper sheets, screws, reinforced plates. Take this. 77. Nice. Alright, off we go. Back to more exploring. Now we enter the bamboo forest. This place is hallowed ground. This is where early in the development of the game, like in update 3 or 4, maybe a little bit prior to that, even this was, or even after, I'm sorry, update 3 and 4, this was the only place in the map that had any kind of bauxite to speak of. So all of the aluminum production that you had to be made in this part of the game. Is that a... You? Buttholes. Uranium node right there, or uranium thing right there. Anyway, this was the only place where there was an appreciable amount of like bauxite that wasn't impossible to get to. It was just difficult. There was no real starting area up here. A SAM node? That is right in the Crater Lake, really. Interesting. I do see another hard drive though. But yeah, the only place that had any kind of like bauxite to speak of, so that was the place that everybody and their cousin made their first like aluminum factories in. Oh, hello. Ow. All right, good night. Oh. Come on, let's dance. You and me. Buddy, you don't want the smoke. You really don't, I promise you. I tell you, you don't want the smoke, my guy. None of you do. And yet you continue to throw yourselves at me as if you are made of nothing but rubber. And then you are immensely surprised when you are not made of rubber. Good night, all of you. Oh, 120 megawatts? Ah, it's fairly easy. I just need four, four biomass burners, and I should be able to get that taken care of. However, I may have to wait for just a moment. I do have to step away for just a second or two. Bear with me. I will be right back. I'm going to get us to a safe spot here. Give the game a good old save. And I will be back in just a moment. Hmm. All right, and after that quick, aside, I am back and in need of trying to figure out a way to make a biomass burner. Give me maybe one or two of them. Give me, um, enough power to open this here little box. So, quick and dirty. This is a cheaty way to do it, but I'm gonna do it real fast. So, bear with me. If I had the inventory space for it, I do now. Not enough space to pick up leaves and wood. What are you talking about? Okay. What do I not need? Huh. Wait, I have hog remains in my inventory. I can do something about that. There we go. Not really looking for efficiency super much. I'm just looking for a brief moment of time where the power will actually look like it is 120 megawatts. I should, if I had the power shards, be able to do that. But since I don't, and I don't want to crack the slugs that I have. I'm going to, let's see. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Mam research done. All right, well. Yes, 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 yes. Oops, daisies. So, because these need, or these produce 30 megawatts per minute themselves, I need 4 of them to make 120 to satisfy the requirement to open this hard drive. And there we go.
Damaged hard drive recovered. Return it to the MAM where it will receive the best recovery and rehabilitation care available.
You're right. Might be worthwhile to come back and claim some of these remains later on, but as it exists currently, I don't think I have anything that I can benefit from there. But more importantly, we got a MAM. And we got a hard drive to look at. Ooh. That's tempting. This one's also super tempting to reset, but I also know that I can get away with doing something with that, so I might hold on to that one. But this one, I think I'm going to take the recycled plastic here. Super, super good. Incredibly good late game recipe. Kind of vital for what I have planned for factory later on, a plastic factory later on. I have not gone to any part over here. Really? No way. Okay. Oh, that's another hard drive up there. Okay. And the jetpack comes in clutch yet again. The yellow power slug down there. Nice. All right. Barrel nuts will come in handy. Why with the farts, y'all? Ha! Uh-oh. All right. Good. It's nothing I can do, or nothing that will do anything against me. Good. I think I get rid of the steel pipe here. Yeah. Okay. We got here. Anything good? Eh, you look real stupid, don't you? Be mad, bud. Alright, let me go down this way. Let's see what there is to see down here. Oh, you poor idiots. You poor dummies. Why? In your prime, you just flung yourself off the cliff. That was all you. You all did that to yourselves. We could have had it all. We could have been friends even. I'd have come to your birthday parties, to your kids' birthday parties. And you would have, declined my invitations to dinner every once in a while. It would have been fine. We would have had everything that we could ever have wanted. And now we will have none of it. And that looks like a hard drive up there. Just very carefully, very gently, very gracefully, very slowly too. Floating over here to go pick up this hard drive, and I see a bunch of farty rocks and a big angry dude. Stop. Oh, you're joking. Rude as hell. And there's bees over here too? What the hell is this? Goodness. Alright, well. I got rid of the leaves, didn't I? Huh. Well, I'm gonna get rid of these rotors here. I don't need those. How we doing? Alright. Doing good. Alright, and I'm gonna pull up a crafting bench. Gonna pull up none remains because I don't have any. Huh. Can I pick up just some wood? Is that possible? Alright, so if I got whoa, 25, alright. I'm gonna do the same cheese I did before. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4. Do 2 power poles off this. In a kind of there fashion. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And then this guy will go there. And now. Let me just put this into 6. I don't know why I'm so eager to have this. Yep. Five, that'll work. That'll be fine. Give. I'm basically just looking for a brief moment in time where 120 megawatts is the reality in which we are existing. So I can do one of these. I can grab, whoa, hey. You have every right to be mad at me. Just bear with me for a moment. Yep. You have every right to be upset. I am not hanging around for a long time. Just here for a second. That's all. I'm just gonna grab that thing from you. That's all. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for anything untoward or bad. Nothing. All right. Ow. Whoa. Excuse me. Excuse me. That looks impressive down there, whatever the hell that is. Oh, there's supposed to be water there. Interesting. Hi. Hey, Gary. Don't. Ow. Alright, little bit of exploring I'm going on, but mostly I'm just trying to check and see what is in around this area. And also just expand the map a little bit. Give myself some visibility on some things. Dismantle crate. There's some coal, iron, copper. Here. There's some iron around here, no? Yeah, okay. What about some crude oil? Is there any in there here? Yep, alright. That should be the Gold Coast. So pure nodes here, pure node there. Just the one? North, west, east, where? Confusing. Okay. Well, where? I see. Alright. Well. Huh. Are you the skill check? You also the skill check? I'll get this guy here. Whoa. Gary, I didn't know you had brothers, sisters, siblings. I didn't know that. Whoa. I've never seen y'all together. That's really cool. Oh, that makes my heart happy. A creature is in the way. Gary, what are you doing? Hard drive has finished scanning. Steel rotor? Ooh, super tempting. Got who thinks about it. This is so spooky. I don't like that. Bye, Gary. Bye, Gary's friends. Or cousins or siblings. I'm not sure which. Oh, no. Actually, oh, yes. Can I do some Skyrim nonsense? I can do some Skyrim nonsense. Nice. Okay, what about here? Is there anything else over here? Going back to this direction. There's a blue power slug right there. I'll take you. Come on, you'll be safer at home with me. There you go, buddy. Hello. Good yontif, sirs. Goodbye. Ow. You better knock it off. As an added bonus and an extra little bit of suck as far as like getting to other areas in the game, they do have occasionally some of those like critters, those big hogs, the mega hogs, the ones that are enormous pains in the butt to deal with, just kind of scattered throughout, you know, as a bit of a I guess we could call it a skill check. That looks like a summer sloop. Nope, not a summer sloop. That was one right there. I am very silly. Don't do it. Buddy.
Your mimic tapestry grows in the shallows and the clouds, but not through the windows. What is your route?
I have no roots, nor do I operate on Windows. But perhaps you mean something akin to the human saying, "My point of origin is Earth, I was created by specific individuals of the human race.
Incompatible music.
Did I say something wrong, or did you not understand?
You cannot be shallow deep. The ripples you cast into the void have no skin.
It seems I may have said something paradoxical. Interesting.
Huh. Ada said something paradoxical? That's curious. I don't care for screws. I would rather the purple power slug. Come to me, my child. Thank you. Oh, cooling system. Whoa. Late game thing. Silica, I'll take. Quickwire, I'll take. Silica, I'll take. Heavy modular frames, absolutely will take. Is that another hard drive over there? Is it my birthday? Did you know? Turbo motor. Hang. I can get some turbo motors going. Oh boy. Fabric. I don't need fabric right now. Very easy to get fabric back. But turbo motors. Ooh-wah. Super, super good. Going to be kind of vital for some of our late game stuff. Oh, that's a bunch of uranium around that. I'm going to get irradiated. That's going to suck. But what I can do is it's like what? That way? It's like just on the edge of this cliff here. So what I can say is radioactive hard drive disk. So like that for near. I'm gonna do one of these. This box here. Yeah. Okay. Apply. All right. And I feel like I've killed enough time that I can kind of successfully or safely, realistically, go grab this last hard drive. But go grab a tractor, go over to that crystal oscillator, that crystal production that I had set up, that kind of jerry-rigged, very slapdash one, and grab the items that I have in there, and yeah, have that be done. Okay. Good night. Ow. Ow. Well, good night anyway. Jesus. You need biofuel? That's it? Oh my god, my birthday. Rotors. Cable. Okay. Realistically, do I care about any of the stuff that's just around here? If I really need it later, I can come back to it, I think. I mean, it's not like not helpful, but it's not my priority right now. If I had the ability to upload stuff, that would be a little bit different of a story, but I don't, and so I won't. It's not that big a deal to me. Yeah. Autosave in 10 minutes? 10 seconds? Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Oh, wood. I don't need you. Yeah, alright. And I can get you. Oops. Into here. Oop. You modular. Ooh, 15 modular frames. All right, that's pretty solid. I'll take that. Let's make some biomass. Not super relevant to my purposes right now. What is that purple thing over there? Is that a Mercer sphere? Yes, it is. There's some bees attached to the surrounding area. Wool. Love that. All right. This has been a really productive and successful hunt so far. Having just been kind of dicking around for a little bit, honestly. Gotten what, 5 hard drives on stream so far? Picked up about 20 or so power slugs. Ow. You know, I would be happy to talk, bud. We don't have to do this. But since you're so intent on trying to hurt me, I'm gonna go take this. I'm gonna go away to a different neighborhood where they want me. Because I can tell you don't want me around here. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have to be here. Just headed straight back to the Explorer, I think. Kind of wanting to be back at the base and doing things. Being a little bit more productive than I have been. Did I already grab this hard drive? I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. I think I did. Let's find out. I wish there was a good visual indication, but there is not. Hey, okay. Hard drive has been completed. Fine concrete or insulated crystal oscillators. That one could be really good. Theoretically, we'll see. Yeah, go in. Actually, it makes sense to go to the space elevator first and then run out to the Explorer to my brain. I can drop off all the things that I need. Oh, okay. Ooh, almost added to the death counter there. That could have been bad. On that note, let's change the fuel preference, yeah? Prefer a solid biofuel? No, prefer a liquid biofuel, you maniac. Goodness. Why would I want solid biofuel? That stuff nasty. It's basically just pure farts. And we're going in for a nice soft landing here. I lie. I'm gonna go grab this purple power slug that's been taunting me for a while now. Or yellow, I guess. Oh. Do my little gravity assist here. No. You're coming home. with me. It'll be fine. He'll be happier. I didn't realize there was one up here. Hey, come here, bud. Stop it. Why do I have leaves? How was I able to pick up leaves? What fresh hell is this? No. Incorrect. Could you, for a moment, chill your nips, friend? God. Neighbors are so aggressive. I don't get it. Hey, Gary. All right. As I was saying previously, so before anyone was being extraordinarily aggressive at me, let's see. Let's drop off our bounty. We got 2 summer sloops, 3 Mercer spheres. We got 7 blue, 4 yellow, and 2 purple power slugs. Got ourselves our first turbo motors. We got ourselves some more bacon and some more nuts and some more berries. The nuts are the most helpful right now just because of how things like this tend to work. But what are we doing man wise? Okay, we got 6 minutes. Can we do anything else? No? All right. How are we doing on tickets here? 1? All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but off we go. Exploring time. I think I should be able to grab a couple hundred, if not the 1800 that I need to do the thing. As I'm running through here, I'm just grabbing barrel nuts as I can because I am in need of those. They're really, really, really helpful for healing items, actually, especially for alien DNA based ones. Because I can take the protein and I can make it into some kind of nutritional paste or something, and then aerosolize it, I guess, and then breathe in their remains and I get healed. Explain to me how that one works and I will absolutely stop talking about it forever. But hey, there we go. All right. That is 200, 400, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 1800 of what I need. But I will need more because that is how I get signs. I'll need a silica as well at some point in the future. So I'll be back here to make myself a silica factory of some kind, since I will need a lot of silica. That power grid is probably almost certainly dead. Hey, Gary. Whoa. Sorry, Gary. Don't mean to scare you. Oh, you. Charles' brother, who I have yet to tame. That is Charles, the first of his name. Hey, Gary. Oh. Alrighty. Now that we're back at our base, let's double check that I have everything out of my inventory here. Yeah, cool. All right. So we have the 1800 quartz. Monochrome. I have a check here. All right, and I believe that I have everything else in this box except for the cable to make the adjustment to our hard drive scanner. Let me go see if I can go grab a couple hundred cable here. Since these are the only machines that I actually realistically need, I'm going to pull these aside. Disconnect. These. How we doing spooky wise? We have approaching spook? We're approaching spook. Uh-oh. That's not great. Don't love that. It is time for the lights to come on because we're approaching that part of the day. Or the sunset. Yay. Oops. There we go. All right. Gotta make sure that I'm not throwing a bunch of shadows, but I think I am still regardless. Which is not great, but trying to make sure that I'm evenly lit so that you can still see me, even in sunsets. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this exactly. That's okay. I don't have to know in this moment. All right. And I think the cable is independent. Nope. Cable is a requirement for the crystal oscillators. Cool. Love that. Love that. Ow. Ow. Okay. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. All right. Let's see what we got. Because this is going to require a little bit of time and a bit of effort and some patience, I am sorry to have to do this because I don't have the ability to automate these just yet. That's kind of okay. That's not really that big of a deal, so long as you're patient with me. But that is entirely dependent on whether or not y'all are patient with me. Anyway, 25% of the way there. Funny. And also, it looks like about 50 or more than 50, about 60% of the way there with the versatile framework conundrum as well, which is fabulous to see. Oops. Well, that was that. All right. All right. And we are about halfway through the stream, at least so far as the time that I have allotted for the evening. And yeah, we're just gonna remind you gently, take some water, take a drink of water. All right, about halfway there. Get a bit more quartz crystal again. Apparently, I can do about 25 a stretch doing that, but I think I will get about 10, maybe a little bit less, before I need to go grab some more wire. Or grab some more cable, that is. Huh. All right. Can only make 61 cable? Oh boy, that's rough. Wow, okay. We found the holdup, but at least I'm going to be that much closer to the goal. 77. All right. Hmm. What? Excuse me? Excuse me. Thank you. Good. That. Huh. Up over here. More. I can make 18, or no, I can't make 18. I can make 10 more, so I'll be close. At 89, I'll have 11 more to go, which is not great, but not terrible either. Let me see. That should be enough. I should be able to make enough of these to get through 87. All right. Gonna make a crap ton of cable, that's all. Oh, goodness. So here we go, and here we are. Yeah. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, if you're watching during the live broadcast, I'm glad that you're here. If you're watching afterwards and watching a VOD either on Twitch or on YouTube, I am also glad to see you, and like glad that you're here as well. Love for you to follow and to subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever the hell. Show me that I'm not doing this for nothing. Would be really, really fucking cool. This game is a special interest of mine, and I love it. It may not be like the most enthralling content, and I recognize that. Like, I get it. It's very much not everyone's bag of. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But if you could show me that I'm not doing this for nothing, I would be really grateful. If it made you smile, or if it made you feel a little bit less alone, or it made the world feel a little bit less, I guess, scary. That would be spectacular. But yeah, yeah. All right, need 13 more. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, I did set a new follower goal yesterday of trying to get 220. We're currently at 10. Be super cool to get 2 more followers. Um, yeah. All right, one more. Literally one more. That's all we need. Hey, there we go. Take all. And then I need quartz. Oh, but I can't do anything until the hard drive is done. Cool. Well, in that case, I might as well just make the rest of these crystal oscillators. So let me do that real quick. $111 of these stupid, annoying things that I have to deal with. Still got about 2 minutes left, but we got there. And now for something entirely different. So if we are doing oil things soon, there's oil right here. 1, 2. Okay. Normal, impure, impure. All right. Normal. If I were to consult the charts, the diagnostics here. All right, so 120 is a normal node. 240 I think is a pure node, and then 60 is an impure node. So the 2 nodes that I have currently available that are impure and the 1 normal will make for 240. But if I overclock the 2 impure nodes by 50% each, then I should be able to get 300 oil per minute, which means that I should be able to do something pretty cool with that. All right, and all right, and tempered copper ingot, basic iron ingot. Okay, that could be good. This one also could be good. This requires petroleum coke, and that requires a whole bunch of other nonsense as far as oil goes, and I don't know that I necessarily want to do with that. But here goes hard drive research, and there it is. Hard drive research unlocked. Let's research this last one.
Object scanner magnetic sensitivity increased. It
Nice.
can now detect the signal of any hard drives at crash sites in your region.
Nice. That power failure was actually that was a little biofuel setup that I had doing quartz crystal way the Christ over there. All right. No hard drives nearby, but have I unlocked? I forget. Have I unlocked food packing? I have not done this. This could be really good to get done. Oh, and I think I just lost all those resources, didn't I? Oh, nope, I still got them. Cool. Sketchy. All right. Well, since I don't need steel pipes being produced at the rate that I'm currently producing them, I can. Hey, Gary, you going for a swim? I head over this way. There's a limestone node there that I'm wanting to do something with. It's a little silly, but it might be worth the effort. Even if I'm only producing a few, like a little bit per minute, it might be worth it. But also, it might be time to start doing some of this business. Oop. All right. Where did the Spotify stop? That was a thing. I see. Okay. Apologies. Need a bunch more copper sheets. That's okay. I can do that. Gary, what you doing, buddy? All right, and elevator. All right, and I remembered that I had a bunch of versatile framework in my pocket. Hey, Gary. I want to see if I did indeed have enough to grab a second ticket here. And I know that I have a few more than just that. So, 1 and 2, 3. Been playing for 2 hours. Okay, cool. Thank you. Good reminder. Thank you for the reminder to drink some water. You are so right. All right. Alrighty, and now that we're back, I'm drinking some water. Um, let's grab the rest of our tickets here. I want to get floor pipe holes, I think, is what I'm after here. Foundations, architecture, organization. That's what it is. Is it organization? No, it sure isn't. It's management. That's what it is. I could go for some of that. But that's 8. 5? Is that right? I could actually use that. Oh, I do have pipeline 4 holes. Okay. Alright, so let me get the Mark 1 wall nub things, and then... That's 3. That's 6. And then architecture. What do you have for 2? You have anything for 2? Yeah, okay. Metal pillars. I'll take that. Soon, beams. Soon. It will become mine. It will be soon. Alright, and there we go. Yeah. Alright, and the unfortunate thing here is that I'm going to have to do a bunch of nonsense to try and get pipes from here all the way up to where we need them to get. But these pipes will have a head lift of 10 meters, which is honestly a godsend. Let's do horizontal to vertical or noodle. Horizontal, vertical. Yeah, that'll work. Pipeline junction, no. Pipeline floor hole. There we go. Man. I'm gonna aim for the end of the stack over here, I think. Oops. Guess I can kind of get away with doing that. Horizontal, vertical. Yep, that'll work. All right. Oh, that's further back than I thought it was. All right, that's not a big deal.
Very good.
Thanks, Ada. All right. Cannot be nudged. For fuck, excuse? All right, well. Huh. rotate you this way. Pipe is too long. Really? What about the... Not too long there. But... Additional problem. All right. So if this is an example of what the end goal is here. Right? Okay. Now you just need to turn around. All right, and from there, you should be able to do this? Question mark? Nope, sure can't. Right here. What are you clipping? Oh, you sneaky, sneaky butthole. Noodle? Yep. Horizontal, vertical. Can you reach the last one? Nope. All right. That'll work. All right. This is going to be a little bit rough getting this online, I think. Yeah, okay. So, thing about pumps actually is that they do show you where the head lift ends and how much you actually need as far as like resource being pumped vertically. So I think that by pumping in this direction here, I'll have the ability to go from there to there. All right, that should get me to the top there. Yeah, okay. And as far as the coal goes, where do I want that to come up? I think it's going to be a floor hole, and I think it comes in through a similar, no, the opposite direction. Yeah, okay. Comes in from the opposite side. Oh, nope, can't come in from the opposite side. It has to come in from the same side. Silly bean. I had the direction of these guys from that side. Right? Yep, all of them. Okay, so it has to be from here. That's fine. I don't mind it. Not my favorite. It's not like the best or anything like that, but you know. This one, I think I may have done the opposite. Yep, I sure did. I'm a silly bean. 60 per minute. I need 120. Conveyor flow hole. That. Alright, and Mark 2, 120. Yeah. Oh. Right, I don't have enough water going up, I don't think. Okay. Either side of the line, I think, right? Okay. And do the same thing on the other side, too. Have to give it another power Another power source. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll save here. I'll be right back. Okay. So, I'm gonna take a break from Satisfactory, and I'm gonna switch actually to Elden Ring. I just shut down and saved here. I realized that Satisfactory is not the most enthralling content or anything like that, and I get it. But I'm gonna switch to something a little bit more active. I'll end the broadcast here so that they save as separate VODs, and I'll switch and start a new broadcast. I will be back in just a moment.